Tennessee. As a squiggly kick picked up by Lebanon. As that is, I believe, fellas, he's running down the field. And he is still going. 15, 10, 5. And he's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. Lebanon will run it back on the kickoff return.
Yeah, that was number 3, Amari Manier. That was a good run, good blocking downfield by Lebanon.
Yes, good blocking by Lebanon. I mean, he kicked it off. It was a nice little squiggly kick, and he just picked it up and started running.
Y'all see how fast he was?
He was moving. That was not an ideal start for the Wilson Central Wildcats, but.
And we have an injured player on the field. As injury.
We'll take
Timeout there. We'll take one with them. You're watching Wildcat football on the Wilson Central Sports Network.
Looking for a pest control company? Then Crest Pest is the company for you. At Crest Pest, experience the professional difference. Our ACE certified entomologist can diagnose your pest concerns and build a custom management plan that fits your needs. Serving the Middle Tennessee area and all of Wilson County. Call them today at 615-601-6503. That's 615-601-6503. Crest Pest, Crest Pest, Crest Pest.
And welcome back here to Wilson Central High School here at Wildcat Stadium. As we had an injured timeout there, my name is Ryan Judd, joined alongside by Noah Smart and Jamie Jameson, as Lebanon received the opening kickoff and took it all the way, fellas. Took it to the end zone.
Yeah, that was about an 80-yard kick return for a touchdown.
You can't let this get ahead of us. We have to bounce back.
No, we'll receive the kick, and this is freshman football, so usually the offense has an advantage. Hope our injured Wildcat is okay, but
as the Wildcat defense will come out, and they will.
well, looks like a extra point. No,
Are they?
they're going for 2.
They're going for it.
They're going to go
Oh no,
PAT.
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 They were coming out. It looked like it was going to be a.
It looked like a 2-point conversion for a second.
They got into the field goal position pretty late.
Back to kick for Lebanon is number 33, Eli Jimenez. Kick is up, and kick is good.
It's good.
All right, that puts it to
7-0
7.
Lebanon with 7:38 to go here in the first.
All right, so what do we think we need to do now to get back into this? Because that's not an ideal start for Central.
We got to put this behind us and keep moving forward. I mean, we got to see what we can do on the offensive end, but, we just have to move forward.
See, the silver lining here is we get the ball at half, so if we go and tie it here,
Like I said, we can come back
it's a
second.
0-0 football game.
Yeah, second half, definitely.
So we'll see how this goes. Who's back to receive for us?
Back to receive is number 2,
Isaiah Ward.
Isaiah Ward. As Wildcats come out, we got a few more coming out. Looks like number 18, Jaden Newbern, is going out there to join him. So we have 2 men back to receive the kickoff, as the Wildcats will go on offense for the first time.
Or we can match Lebanon and just go kickoff for kickoff. That would be
Amazing. That would be an amazing sequence.
That would be good, but we're just looking for just yards right now. Just get out the field and just respond. Jimenez back to kick. Kick is up, and it's a low line drive kick as it goes off the hands and into the end zone.
Touchback.
Touchback for the Wildcats. They would take over at the 25-yard line under the direction of number 11, Colby Scott.
He's lucky that wasn't a shorter kicker. We would have had a little bit of a scramble to get the ball back.
I'm excited to see what our offensive game is today.
Yeah. So again, Colby Scott is our starting quarterback. Ryan, what do you think about him?
I think he's very good. He can run the ball when he needs to. He can pass it. He's kind of that Swiss Army knife quarterback. a lot of ways he can do, 4 or 5 different things and still be able to put it together and get some yardage.
Yep.
Snap, hands it off to his running back. He'll run to the left and go upfield for about a gain of 3.
That was a good cutback, finding the hole. Just good vision from him.
Yes, and the handoff was to number 16, Hudson Beal, on the carry. Ball on the 17, as it is second down for the Wildcats. As one receiver out wide, number 84, Beckham Furman, as he hands it off again to Beal. Picks up about 2 there.
Good way to push the pile, make something out of nothing, because they were stuck at the line there, but the second push got them.
Yeah, they were dead in the water there for a second, then they just kept pushing and pushing. Bring up third down now, as the Wildcats break the huddle. Scott looks over to the right. One man downfield, another on his left. Snap, steps back, fires downfield, pass is complete.
That was a good.
First down,
that was a
Wildcats.
That was a good play. Good play design.
Pass complete to number 84, Beckham
Furman.
Furman. Yes, good gain on the play.
It's a first down too. That was a good third down play call. Just a good short out route.
Yeah, good little out route. I mean, he stepped back, was under control, very calm, didn't try to rush it.
Good chemistry. Waited for his receiver to break on it, and he was right there. Perfect ball.
Snap, hands off to Bill. Bill runs up the middle, and he picks up about 3 or 4 as he's kind of slammed down kind of aggressively there, guys.
Yeah, that was a pretty big hit.
And that was a pretty aggressive tackle, I do say. As Bill will come out, he will be replaced by number 22, Charlie Neal, 5'8", 135.
Yeah, he hit the ground hard there. Doesn't look too happy coming off. Think he just got the wind knocked out of him from that hit.
The snap, handoff on the far side, and he is going to go nowhere. As Lebanon pounced on that very quick, and
Yeah, that might have even been a loss of 1 or 2. But tried the jet sweep, didn't really work. Back at it for what? Second or third?
the Chains say third.
Right, well, we'll trust the chains.
Yeah, work with the Chains.
Let's see if we can make some more of that third down magic.
We converted on the first time.
1 for 1 on the third down conversion.
Scott gets the snap. Looks downfield, fires, passes complete. And
He's still moving.
He's still going. Whistle has been blown. First down, Wildcats.
Our pass game has been good so far.
Not quite. That's not a first down. They're about 2-3 yards short.
Bring up fourth down. That's funny. I thought he got it, but it'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Wildcats.
Punt team coming out.
Punt team. Back to punt is number 1, Gunnar
Goering.
Back to punt. And I believe they try to fake their guys, and they were unsuccessful, so they will turn the ball over on downs to Lebanon.
That was a gutsy move trying to fake the punt with this field position at this point in the game. But I guess they felt the risk was worth it. Got about 2.
So Wildcats will take over our defense now. It's pretty good first drive. They were able to run the ball, although they didn't get way up the field, but they were able to run the ball and get substantial yardage, even though they were able to climb themselves out of a hole and move up the field.
Yep, but now ball position not great for the Wildcats, huh?
Yeah, they're on the
Wrong side of the 50.
pass is up, and it's going to be batted away.
Deflected.
I believe that was number 8 down there on the far side, Lane Blevins.
That was a good, really good little read there.
As Lebanon's quarterback is number 2, Carter
McPeak, I think it might be.
Yes.
But yeah, good play recognition by the DB there. Able to see that the pass was coming. It was kind of a fluttery ball, so able to have the time and just bat it down.
Yep. Second down now for the Blue Devils. As Pete gets the snap, throws over to the right, pass complete to number 3, and he flag on the play is big hit there.
Yeah, I think that's going to go against the Wildcats. That was a bit of a...
It looks like it was really close up top near the head area, but it didn't look like
It didn't really look like... No. What do you think? What do you think they're going to get him for? Targeting, unnecessary roughness?
I'll say unnecessary roughness.
Holding on the offense. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That'll back him up.
10.
10-yard penalty.
The ref threw that flag very late, right at the point of contact, so...
Pass was complete to number 3 for Lebanon.
Number 3, Amari Minier.
Yes, Marnier caught it and was driving over the field pretty good, and then got nice tackle, good stop for the Wildcats, and then the flag came out. So
I think that backs them up to the original line of scrimmage.
second down, 10 now for the Blue Devils. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Your score 7-0. Lebanon. And the jet sweep handoff to the left here as he swings out wide, and
That was
he's
There goes our defense right
That was a great tackle, great play by the defense.
Great play, great stop. I mean, just great play all around.
Way to just recognize that sweep, that motion, man. Way to pick him up.
And we have a replay here from our guys in the trailer.
That was a great play by the linebacker right there to recognize it. And that was a single-handed play right there. No one else saw it, but he did, and he got to minimize the damage. And no real gain there, huh?
Yeah, third down. 3rd and 10 now for the Blue Devils as gets the snap, fires down the middle of the field, and pass is incomplete. Really just threw it to no man's land. So bring up 4th down now, and we'll see what the Blue Devils decide to do here on this 4th down here.
Yeah, that just seemed like a bit of a miscommunication, maybe a run route, like a wrong route. Because, I mean, nobody was really home on that. It kind of fell harmlessly into the middle of the field. No one was around it. What? 4th down? No.
4th and 10 for the Blue Devils.
No punt team out, huh?
They're going to go for it. Going to try to maybe extend their lead here before the end of the
No.
They're going to punt. And it's going to take a bounce there at the
About the 10 exactly.
10-yard line. Yeah.
Man, some of these special teams packages do not look like special teams packages. He was not very far back for that punt.
Originally, I think that everybody full. I think they were going to go for it because everybody lined up and they just punted it.
Yeah, no, we didn't really have anyone back to receive. We just had a safety back there.
Yeah. So the Wildcats take over on offense here for their second drive of the game. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter as your score is 7-0. Lebanon Blue Devils. Again, my name is Ryan Judd, joined alongside by Noah Smart and Jamie Jameson down there. Scott gets the snap, hands it off to DJ Settle, number 29.
Man, Seta hit that hole hard. He was moving, but I think he ran into the back of his lineman.
Yeah, we got number 54 for the Wildcats is down, Jackson White. As we're going to have an injury timeout, we'll take a quick one. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Wildcat football on the Wilson Central Sports Network.
I mean,
kind of got
it looks like
banged
they're
up a little bit.
looks like they're attending to his ankle right now, so probably just got it rolled over in the pile.
Yeah.
It hurt. The offense does look good too, but there's been a few misfires. Hopefully this time we can drive.
Second down and 9 here for your Wildcats. As Scott back throw, he's being chased. He scrambles to the right. He's going to take off for. He's going to try to get it himself, and he's going to be brought down.
Well, I mean, way to avoid the sack there. At least get a couple of yards out of.
Yeah, he made nothing out of something.
The way he handled that pressure was definitely great.
Would like to see the pocket stay a little bit cleaner for a little bit longer because he had receivers open downfield, but didn't have the time to get the ball to him.
Yeah, they'll bring up third down now for the Wildcats as they're deep in their own territory here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to punt the ball here because they'll get the ball on the wrong side of the 50 again, but the defense is held up through that.
Scott gets a snap, looks back, throws, pass complete, and he's going to be running out of bounds just short of the
Line to gain.
marker there. Yeah, line to gain. Bring up fourth down now, pass complete to number 84, Beckham Furman, as we have a replay of it. As Good pass by the Wildcats. As
And
really
punt
moving
team's
it.
coming out.
Here comes the punt team. And number 1, Gunnar
Goering.
back punt for the Wildcats. As Jackson White is down there on the sideline, just kind of sitting there. Hopefully he's okay. He had to be helped off the field, guys, but hopefully all things are good with him. As
Nearly blocked.
nearly blocked. Is this going to take a Wildcat bounce there?
Did
It hit a Lebanon player.
we recover?
The Wildcats are
I-
saying they have the football.
I feel like it hit a Wildcat first and then deflected onto the Lebanon player, so that should be a
People are signaling that it's Wildcats ball.
Lebanon ball.
But
Yeah. So when it hits a punt team player, the ball's dead instantly. So that's what happened there. Is
okay.
it hit a Wildcat, then hit a Lebanon player. Way to pick up the ball though, and the good awareness from our punt team, but it just hit a Wildcat first.
So the Wildcats will take over on defense here, as it'll be first down for the Blue Devils. As whistle blown and timeout Wildcats. We'll take a quick one, Woodland. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Wildcat football on the Wilson Central Sports Network. So it'll back them up.
Providing excellent customer service, top-of-the-line product.
So it'll back them up.
There's about 57 seconds left in the quarter, so our stuff is wrong here. So there's about a minute left to play. You really would like to stop him here before the quarter ends so we can flip the field.
Yeah.
But
Illegal formation there on Lebanon, so that'll back them up. As we'll try it again here on first down. So we'll be interested to see what they come up with as they try to pass play. And they had a legal formation, so they were
Yeah.
backed up. So we'll see.
yeah, that screen pass looked a little bit weird.
Yeah, we're curious to see what they come up here, what they come up with here. So
Not quite right from the start. So first and 15 now, yep.
he'll send 2 out wide left, and he'll send 1 to his right. He gets the snap, a little bit of high snap, and he is going to be sacked and brought down by the Wildcats.
That's a huge loss. What a play.
Huge loss.
As a replay of it from our guys in the replay center.
Absolutely perfect execution on that. The high snap, the recognition, the line broke down. 2 or 3 dudes on him at once.
Yeah.
That was a loss of what, 10
Yeah.
at least?
It looked about at least 10.
It'll be second down now.
Second
Yeah,
and 22.
second 22.
Great
That
defensive
was
play
a
there.
very good play. Yes, that was.
Everything went wrong for Lebanon, and everything went right for Wilson Central. About not much more you can ask for, huh?
Second 22. We'll see what they can do here. Gets a snap. Fakes it off.
That's a hold.
Fake handoff. Pass is going to be
Pass.
complete to number 85,
There was
Aaron Davis, as there appeared to be a hold in the backfield.
I'm not one to comment on the referees much, but that was a pretty bad hold. Missed.
Yeah, you saw it up here, though, and I believe coaches on the sideline down there saw
Yeah,
it, but
big reaction from the Wilson Central sideline. They wanted that call bad. So turned over.
by Noah Smart and Jamie Jameson, as we welcome you back in. As before we go back in, Lebanon snapped it, and it was a very high snap once again, and it went way downfield. So it's fourth and 25 for the Blue Devils, as they're going to punt it here. End over end kick, and they're going to let it roll out of bounds there at the 20-ish 5-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good kick. That was a good punt from Lebanon. Just a nice high end over end turned over. All right, now what do we think, Jamie?
I'm thinking our offense, we would definitely do. I feel like we would change something. Our passing hasn't been too bad earlier today, so I definitely think we could get upfield.
You think we can? I think we can too.
It's just the blocking; it hasn't been.
Yeah, it's been fine, but Lebanon has good pass rushers, so we just need to wait for. Hopefully, the pocket doesn't collapse. It's been collapsing pretty quick.
Scott gets the snap. Quarterback keeper. He's trying to run it up, and he's going to be stopped at the line of gain.
Yeah, that play kind of fell apart right from the start. It was a pretty high snap, so Scott just had to deal with what he had, and it didn't work out too much. Maybe a gain of 1. You think?
Yeah, that may be a gain of 1 or 2. They tried to go with the fake handoff there to the right, and just didn't. Lebanon beat him to it. So second down now for the Wildcats. Is there? Scott gets a snap, throws on downfield, and it's deflected and almost
Nearly intercepted. That got tipped at the line.
That was very close to being intercepted there. The Wildcats, as it'll bring up third down.
That was a great play by the Lebanon line, just to be able to stick a hand up and get that ball tipped up.
So we've seen the quarterback keeper that was no gain, and then they tried a pass that almost got intercepted. What do you think they're going to come up here with on the third down play, guys?
Well, it's 3rd and long, so they had success on 3rd and long before with those out route passes. So I'm gonna assume they're gonna go back to what's working.
Sure. Definitely another out route pass.
And Scott gets a snap, looking downfield. Throws a pass downfield to the right. It's complete and ran out of bounds. And
Another long 3rd down conversion. That moves the change. Caught by number 84, Beckham Furman. That was a great play.
great play, good catch, and
Amazing play.
it's good enough for a Wildcat first down as they'll keep moving the chains and moving on up the field.
Man, Colby Scott had all day in that pocket to just go through his reads and find a wide open man.
Yeah, so far Colby Scott looks very comfortable in that pocket. I mean, he's not rushing his throws, rushing his passes or anything
His
like
passes
that.
look amazing.
He's very under controlled, and I mean, he looks like a seasoned veteran out there right now.
Yeah, not bad for your first ever start in your first ever high school game, huh?
Yeah,
So, no gain there.
yeah, no gain there. They
Nowhere
tried
to run.
They tried to hand it off there, and no gain on the play. So they'll bring up second down now.
It's like the rushing game hasn't been able to get going lately.
No, that Lebanon D line is suffocating. So,
Scott gets a snap. He's going to quarterback keeper. He's going to keep it, run downfield, and he's
Shakes
still
off a
going.
defender.
had all day to run. He had daylight downfield, but it closed up pretty fast. Taking contact there is something you don't see a quarterback do all that often.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to throw it, but just didn't have anybody open, so he decided to keep it himself once again. And pretty good run there as he was able to get down to the 30-yard line.
Back to 3rd and long though. So what do we think?
They've
Another
been going,
pass play.
They've been going pass plays.
Pass falls incomplete there. No one really home. Tried a little comeback route, but it got broken up by the Lebanon DB. So Wilson Central will send out the punt team now.
Yes, that was a 3rd and long there, and like you said, Noah, they tried to pass it off again and just got deflected there for Lebanon. As good defense for Lebanon.
Yeah, great play by the Lebanon DB. Able to recognize the play.
Bring out the punt team now as I believe we have a new kicker in there as looks like that is number. Can we see his number?
No, he's at the perfect angle to where we can't see him, but we'll see how the punt goes.
Punt is up. It's end over end kick. And it's
Good hang time. Good
take
bounce.
a Wildcat bounce as it's fielded on the run. And he's going down the sidelines here, and he's going to be brought down.
Man, unfortunately,
Nice tackle.
there was just no one downfield. No real downfield pressure, and a good blocking to lead it to a Jamone Busby, about 20-25 yard return, you would say.
Yeah, took a little bounce up, and he just caught it. And he just
Caught it in stride.
caught it in stride and took off running.
All right, well, Lebanon seems to be taking over at about the 35.
Yeah, 35-yard line here. We'll see what they can do here. 4 minutes to go. So, what do you think? What do you think Lebanon is going to draw up right here, guys, for a first down here.
Well, they're going to want to chew as much clock as possible, score with as little time as possible if they're going to score. Because Central gets the ball at half. You have to remember that. They're playing still with their back against time.
He's going to pass it out wide and breaks another tackle. And he's moving upfield. And he's finally going to be brought down by a host of Wildcats there on the play.
That was a great single effort play just to break one tackle, miss one tackle, and try to get upfield.
Yeah, pass caught by number 3 for Lebanon.
Amare Monier.
Yeah. As he was making a couple guys miss. He made, I believe, it was 2 guys miss there on the play.
Yeah, he made one guy miss, broke one tackle, and he was upfield with daylight. So,
Second down now. Second 4 for the Blue Devils. 3 minutes to go here. And gets the snap, hands it off to the right side, and brought down after a gain of about 3 or 4 yards.
yeah, that was a great play by the Lebanon offensive line to open up a hole. I mean, he had a clean lane to run in. I mean, just never really met any pressure on the line.
It never really had any really full-on pressure that forced him to do anything, so he just kept going.
Going right back to that play.
Right back to the handoff, yeah.
Man, Lebanon's liking that right side handoff right now. What do you think they're seeing? Just
I think they're seeing they're maybe heavy in the middle or heavy on the left, and just not. They don't have as much coverage on the right side.
Definitely, they're definitely getting an open lane
I mean, they've run that play about 3 times in a row, and it's worked all 3 times. So
all 3 times.
at a certain point, if you're Wilson Central, you have to say, okay, we did recognize that play and stop it.
Yeah, we'll see they go here. They've gone 3 straight handoffs here, so we'll see what they can draw up here. As they send 2 guys out wide left and 1 wide right.
Again, just chewing clock now. They've killed about a minute on these 3 plays alone.
And quarterback keeper, and he's going to run up the field to the 10, to the 5.
Falls
Fumble.
out, fumble.
Recovered by
Recovered by
the
the
Wildcats.
Wildcats. What a play.
It'll be Wildcat football after they fumble by Lebanon.
And it's officially the Wildcat ball. Referee signals. So that was a great play, because it was originally a great play for Lebanon. A great quarterback read option. Gained about 20 yards. He was on about the less than the 5-yard line, and then a great tackle, and the ball just popped out right before he hit the ground. So Wildcat ball, and that can completely change things. You have a 2-minute drill, 2 timeouts, score here, score, and then you get the ball at half.
Yeah.
So things are looking good for the Wildcats right now, but you have to score here, you think?
Yeah, they got a minute and 50 to work with. So Scott back to throw, long downfield, passes overthrown, intended for I believe that's number 37, Michael Harris. As it was a really good pass. He just
That was a good play design. I think
about a yard and a half
great
short
play.
from.
Didn't quite bite on his route perfectly. Just a bit of a miscommunication between Scott and the receiver. Who did you say that was?
Number 37, Michael Harris.
But taking a shot downfield on first down, not a bad idea.
Yeah,
If the
not
pass
bad
would have
at all.
connected, the game definitely would have went a different direction.
Well, I mean, he had his defensive back beat. I mean, he had his
Yeah,
corner
he
beat
definitely had
hard.
him
So all you need is a
Scott
connection.
gets the snap. He'll hand it off. Go to the left, and he is met by white jerseys. As who was it? That was number.
Not quite sure who it was. But yeah, that left side of the line just broke down.
Yeah. Timeout here. We'll take a quick one with them. We're going where you're watching Wildcat football on the Wilson Central Sports Network. My name is Ryan Judd, joined alongside by Noah Smart and Jamie Jameson down there. And Jamie, I believe, if I'm correct, this is your first broadcast?
Yes, this is my first broadcast, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we're glad you're here too. So what do you think so far about the on-field product you're looking at?
I'm definitely thinking our rushing game has not been very well, but our passing game is definitely strong. So if our blocking just gets better, then the game can definitely go a different direction.
As Colby Scott's pass is incomplete, almost intercepted, but just a little bit short there.
Yeah, if that pass was about 6 inches higher, that would have been
3 feet off the ground. That would have been interesting.
that would have been a pick six too.
Yeah.
That would have not been the way you want to end the half.
And that's obviously one thing you don't want to do this late in the half is give Lebanon any more momentum going into the half.
The Wildcats have done a very good job at not letting the start of the game, the first play of the game, again the big kick return as punt dropped,
Fumbled. Who's going to get it? I believe
Wildcats
the
ball.
Wildcats are going to jump on it.
Another turnover for Wilson Central. They certainly don't have any absence of turnovers, but we just can't capitalize on them. So let's see if we can do it again.
Yeah, Michael Harris on the recovery there, as that was a really good, as we got the replay here from the replay guys in the trailer.
Just never quite had possession of it.
Yeah, just really couldn't get a hand on it. I mean, he had it for a second and then just kind of, it might have been one of those where he looked up and just didn't, you got to catch before you can run.
Right.
Sometimes.
He tried to do both at once and it bit him.
It doesn't work like that. Yeah, can't do that.
Not especially not with those high punts.
The Wildcats back on the field as we have the shot of water and back out there. As Scott will keep it himself, and he's going to be brought down and around the 35-yard line. It's hard to see without numbers because they have the lines made. They just don't have the numbers on the lines.
Yeah, we'll have those hopefully.
You have to kind of guesstimate.
Hopefully in 2 weeks when we have our home opener here for varsity. Again, on August 18th at Rossview for varsity. We'll be live covering that, but right now we're covering boys freshman football.
As Scott gets the snap, looks to throw, fires downfield, pass complete to.
Now right here, do you think you take a timeout or do you?
Number 15.
You would definitely have to
Christian
take the
Hooper.
timeout.
No, I think you just get on the ball. You have 53 seconds. You want to keep your timeouts for when you're on the other side of the 50. 35 seconds, never mind. But yeah, you wanna keep your timeouts until you get to the other side of the 50 so you can manage the game better. Right now, it's all pass. You don't want to run. It's worst case scenario, incomplete pass, clock stops, and you can go again.
Scott gets the snap, looking downfield, looking. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to pick up a few yards, give or take 4 or 5.
Man, again, just that pocket collapses right as he can get the ball. Timeout Wildcats, though. You have to take one right
I
there.
think it was just a stoppage of play. I don't think it's.
No, I think it was a timeout. I saw the ref signaling for one at least, so. I mean, it would make sense. This is about the time you got to take a timeout.
It'll be 4th down now for the Wildcats,
Well, I mean, you've got 8 seconds left in the half. Why don't you take a shot?
and they're gonna take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Wildcat football on the Wilson Central Sports Network.
Looking for a pest control company? Then Crest Pest is the company for you. At Crest Pest, experience the professional difference. Our ACE certified entomologist can diagnose your pest concerns and build a custom management plan that fits your needs. Serving the Middle Tennessee area and all of Wilson County. Call them today at 615-601-6503. That's 615-601-6503. Crest Pest, Crest Pest, Crest Pest.
Welcome back here to Wilson Central High School here at Wildcat Stadium. Got 8 seconds before the half. See what the Wildcats can do with one last play, and the pass is incomplete, intended for number 30, Ethan Ragland.
Yeah, I mean, You just tried to pass to the flats, hopefully get out of bounds, and maybe get one more manageable pass at about the 50, but it wasn't to be. So now Lebanon will come out. They have 5 seconds to either kick a field goal or get 40 yards. What do you think is more likely?
I think they're just going to run it and try to run out the clock and end the halftime with a lead.
I think you're probably right. But of course, Wilson Central gets the ball at half.
Yes, Wilson Central to receive the ball at half. They got about 5 seconds to go. Your score holds currently 7-0 in favor of the Lebanon Blue Devils. You see a nice shot there of our freshman football team on the sideline. Nice shot from our camera people up top.
Yeah, of course, Wilson Central in their full blues with gold helmets. Lebanon in their white and blues. Is this a new uniform combination for this season?
I don't believe so. I think the pants are near the jerseys they've had for a little while.
Yeah.
As one last shot here is passed downfield, and it's going to be incomplete, and that's going to be the half. Your score at halftime: Lebanon 7, Wilson Central 0. As we'll be right back with some halftime stats and more from us as you're watching Wildcat football on the Wilson Central Sports Network.
All right.
It's downfield to the left, complete to
Offense.
Feel love, they feel it. Are here to support you. Are here to support
It's halftime here.
That's the
pass break.
from small
Time by Noah Smart. Noah, I believe we have some
and
every step of the way. Let us help your family get your financial game plan together at any of our 28 Wilson Bank and Trust locations in Middle Tennessee or at wilsonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
plays from the first half action.
hopefully.
Because we saw him over there at the trainer's table.
Yes.
Obviously, affect.
At the end of that first half, that big shot deep that missed by just a couple of inches. That would have been a.
Fun to see as these guys the horn. So guys, second half football. Y'all ready?
95 yards, and we're having a party in the press box in about 30 seconds.
We'll see as we got two back to receive as Jimenez back to kick for the Blue Devils. And here we go. Second half football underway here at Wilson Central. Kick is up and a high squiggly kick. And Wildcats have it. They run up the field. And he's still going. And he's going to be down at about the 47-yard line there. As
That was a great return, about 20,
Great
25 yards.
he beat me to it. That was a good return there.
I mean, only about. If that hole would have stayed open for about a half a second longer, my prediction would have come true, and I would have been the world's greatest prophet.
World's greatest.
But right now, we're at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, returned by number 21 for the Wildcats, Nathan Dixon, as Colby Scott. And the Wildcats will take over with pretty good field position to start out the half.
Oh, yeah, you can't ask for a much better field position.
As Colby Scott has it handed off to Beal. Beal finds a hole, still taking, and he's going to be dropped at the 45-yard line.
That was a good run. I mean, he found the outside. Great blocking from your
Great blocking.
great blocking from those right guards and right tackles. I mean,
It
Hopefully.
definitely seems like there's a different mentality change coming from the half.
I think that's our best run of the night.
Yes.
I would say. I mean, gain of about 8, you would say, right?
Yeah, gain of 8, and we'll see what they can do here on second down and 33 here. As Scott gets the snap, he'll hand it off to Bill once more. Bill finds a hole. He's going to be down at the 30-yard line.
That was another great run. And that was just another hitting the holes hard. That offensive line must have gotten a nice talk at half. I
Probably
mean,
got a nice little talking to at halftime.
because they, quite frankly, did not look up to par in that first half. But right now, they are opening up holes well, and Hudson Beal is running hard.
Yeah, like you said, they're opening up those holes. They're allowing the runners to get a great space downfield and be able to run it. First down here. Hand off to Bill once more. He will get a carry and be for a gain of about 2.
And Hudson, when he's running, he's extending his whole body. I mean, he is putting his body on the line to get that extra 1 or 2 yards. And it's working right now. We're in scoring position.
Yeah, very, very explosive, I would say, also with that. It's very explosive and not afraid to run a few people over in the process.
No, and he's looked good. I think he looked good at the middle school level, too, as far as I've heard. Some stories I've heard.
And Scott has it. He's going to try to throw it deep. That's going to be...
Oh!
I
That
thought
was a fantastic throw and that needs to be caught. But it was a good play by the DB in tight coverage. But as a wide receiver, when that ball hits you in the hands, you know you had an opportunity to catch that. It's just not a good feeling when it drops out of your hands, especially.
I got all excited there for a second. I thought we had a touchdown.
Especially on a play like that when it's a big shot downfield. But 3rd and 9 now.
3rd and 9. We'll see what the Wildcats draw up here. See what they can do here. Is almost had a touchdown there on that last play, just incomplete. And Scott has it. Back throw. He's being rushed. He'll decide to take it himself. Has some room downfield. He's still going. And he's finally going to be brought down.
That second push might have gotten them a first. I think it might just be a short, though.
Looks like it's going to bring up 4th and about 9.
I think right now you're not really in a position to punt, and this is, I mean, of course, freshman football. Do you trust your kicker to put this through the uprights at about a 30, 35-yard kick? I think you leave the offense out, and that's
what they're doing.
Exactly what they're doing.
Out there. 4th and 9 here for the Wildcats. Scott gets the snap. Back to throw. Pass complete. Down the far side to the 5, to the 10, and run out of bounds.
That was a fantastic wheel route. I mean, that was a wide open guy, and he very nearly turned that corner and made that 6.
That's the pass complete to number 16, Hudson Beal.
Again, Hudson Beal having a fantastic Wilson Central Wildcats debut. I would mark him down right now as our MVP. Would you?
Yeah, Hudson Beal and Colby Scott are definitely 2 guys to watch here for really the next few years and really the coming games for the Wildcats.
I mean, that was a big time play right there. That was a 4th and...
Scott hands it off to Beal.
Back to that last play. I mean, 4th down, 4th and long. You have to convert that or else time starts being against you. But right now, this Wilson Central offense is driving, and they're not stopping.
Yeah. Hand off to Bill there. Gain of about 2. To bring up 2nd down now. From the 10-yard line.
And
To support you every step of the way. Let us...
Mid to late August here, fellas.
oh, this is perfect football weather. It's fun to be back.
Yes.
It's the best by not stop the run. That was a fantastic drive. And
Did you see that spin
textbook.
move?
Oh, that was a fun play.
It was a very fun play.
So again, see, getting the ball at half. Look what it does. Tie ball game, hopefully.
Looks like we're going to go for 2 here, fellas.
Knock on wood. Oh, going for no. Well, yep, you're right. Trying to go ahead right now.
They're going to leave the offense out there. Scott hands it off, and he is going to be
Just short. So now you got to think, was that the appropriate play? I think it was. I mean, Lebanon could not stop the run that whole drive. Go back to what's working, right?
Yeah, I mean, just go back to what was working and what's worked for you. So your score currently sits at 7-6. Blue Devils will take a
what?
quick timeout here. Well, really, it's their first regular season game here of their season. So we'll see what they can do here. Is Hudson Bill to kick it off for your Wildcats?
Man, he's a versatile player, huh?
He's what you call that Swiss Army knife. And 3 back deep for Lebanon, and they get it received. And down the field. And
A
he's
wall
gonna
of
be-
white.
And he's still going. And he's finally going to be brought down to midfield there. That was number 3, fellas.
Amari Menu.
Mario Minner.
He's in a few good plays tonight. I think he not score the.
Yeah, he scored
Opening
that
half.
touchdown on opening half. Definitely.
Yep, the only real spark of light for Lebanon, really. I mean, other than that, there's been not much.
Once they get him loose, he's gone.
But he's quick.
7-6 is your score as we currently sit here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds here in the third. My name Ryan Judd, joined alongside by Noah Smart and Jamie Jameson this evening. We're bringing you some freshman football tonight under the lights. Ooh, bad snap. Picks it up though. Handoff, and he is going to be stopped.
That was a really good recovery from the Lebanon quarterback. Do we know who that is? Carter McPeak.
Carter McPeak. He handed it off to number 1, Dante Wilson.
I mean, that was a good recovery. That was a really low snap. I mean, it was basically a bowling ball roll.
Yeah, sometimes
to
when you get those like bowling ball rolls or those kind of bad snaps, you have a tendency to panic and just you got to be able to slow the heartbeat down.
He
You
kept-
gotta just
He kept the game plan up, and that was always the play design. And it got back to the line of scrimmage, so you can't ask for much more than that.
There's Lebanon here in the formation. Snaps, hands it off, and Wilson on the carry picks up about 4.
Run defense. That was a good play recognition. But as a D line, you don't really like to see that because I mean, any offensive coach or any offensive player will say, "We'll take a 4-yard run every time," because 4-yard run, 3 downs minimum.
You got to bring up. So
That's
far,
a first down every time.
So far, I've seen tonight. At least I've noticed is Wilson Central is more of that pass offense, but they'll mix in the run with the quarterback keeper. And Lebanon's kind of that more kind of hard nosed. We're going to run the ball straight at you, and here it is. Try to get it.
And it really hasn't worked tonight much. Now,
You got a flag on the play here.
is that going to be on the Wilson Central Wildcats? It looked like they jumped a little early.
It looked like it was going to be
Yep. So, neutral zone infraction on
infraction.
the Wildcats. Is going to move Lebanon up 5 yards and give them a first down. So, not really what you want to see there, huh? I mean, they're driving. You don't want to give them any more free yards. But that's really the first major is 5 yards. But that's the first penalty, really, we've seen on Wilson Central thus far.
That definitely hurt us, but we need to bounce back.
Handoff here. Wilson has it. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 3 on the play. So far, Lebanon hanging. They're going with that run with Wilson. They're going to just send him right and left and up the middle. And
Seems that the run game is actually working right now.
Yeah. I mean, Deontay Wilson is hitting those holes hard, and he's running downhill. Literally, I think there's a bit of a hill right there. It's kind of a hump, running down hump. But they get a block in the back. It looks like an illegal block in the back. Is that what you saw?
yes, that is what I saw.
So moving back 10 yards, and
Be 1st and 13 now.
suddenly that little bit of an issue earlier with the neutral zone infraction doesn't really matter.
Snap, fakes the handoff.
No, he doesn't fake the handoff. That was a great play design. I mean, that had
me fooled. That definitely had me fooled.
that was a great execution by the Lebanon Blue Devils right there, and they got him. Well, he kind of got forced to the outside. He got him maybe 2 or 3, you would say, huh?
Number 5, Busby on the carry. Right down by the Wildcats. 2nd down now. Got a minute 30 left here in the third as your score currently sits at 7-6 in favor of the Blue Devils.
Again, Wilson Central having that fantastic drive a couple minutes ago, just not able to convert that extra point. So now you really are in a bend, don't break mentality because any score puts you up. But if Lebanon scores and converts the extra point, suddenly you're down 2 scores and you've got problems.
Nothing gets a snap. Hands it off to Wilson, and he is going nowhere.
Fantastic play
Fantastic tackle.
by number 77, Mason Beach. That was
He was
Great.
on them, like,
great play recognition. He got nowhere.
he went nowhere.
I mean, as soon as he had that ball, he was wrapped up and taken down. As we look back at it here.
Look at that tackle right
Yeah, I mean, he just came through. He didn't even come off the edge. He just threw his lineman out of the way and wrapped him up.
Good play by the Wildcat defense.
And that's also a great stop for us. As it's now 3rd and 9.
See what the Wildcats can do here. They gotta stop. Can they get another one? They need a big third down stop here. 3rd and 9.
Yeah, stop here would be massive because, I mean, on the screen pass, and
We got a flag way back in the backfield, so I believe this one's going to be coming back, guys.
it looked like holding on the O line. So, hopefully, that play will be negated and it'll be 3rd and forever.
Seems to be a lot of penalties in the second half.
Well, there's been about 2, but they've been 3 because you had that hold, blocking the back, and now let's see the call.
We got an injured player down there on the far side. We'll take a quick injury timeout. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Wow.
My dad travels a lot, so he
Golden line.
I think this from small orders to outfit your family, and she did, MJ.
Especially.
You stop him here, you put him in punt position. There's nothing else you really want to do.
As pass downfield, pass is going to be incomplete. As nobody really there, and it'll be 4th down now for the Blue Devils.
That was another bad snap. That's been a theme with the Lebanon offense. Bad center play, and that broke that play out from the start because that receiver was out. He was off. He beat the central D-back, and lucky bad play up front. Had nowhere to go. So now what? Now it's 4th and 20. You have to punt it here.
Yeah, 4th and 20. Yeah.
I mean, there's not much else you can do.
And end over and kick. And that's going to be. It's going to take a Wildcat bounce and kind of settle there.
At about the 25.
25-yard line. Wildcats will take over on offense under the direction of Colby Scott, who's been magnificent tonight.
Oh, he's been great. Again, we keep having to stress this is his first ever high school start, so to see him perform this well is it's a good sign for the future. What do you say?
Yes, I'd say the future looks bright for him if he keeps working hard and just does what he can do and control what he can control.
It's been a very fun time seeing him tonight, and I can't wait to see what he does further.
Yeah, well, let's see. Hopefully, about 7.5 more minutes of him.
Gets the snap, hands it off to Hudson Beal, and he will be brought down after a gain of about 4.
Man, Hudson Beal is having a great game on the ground. He is playing well. He's running hard, and he's been a spark of energy into this offense that kind of desperately needed it at the end of that first half when they had maybe 30 yards on offense total.
Yeah, so Scott sends out one right, and he hands it off again.
Back to Beal, and he gets maybe another 3 or 4.
So we'll bring up 3rd down now, 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. So we'll see what they get here as they went back-to-back handoff. You got to think just to change it up and throw Lebanon off guard. They go a pass or a short pass play in the slot there.
Yeah, Wilson Central has been very good at converting their late down plays. So hopefully, as it is passed out and broken up, good play by this cornerback there. So now, what do you do here? Do you punt the ball and try to stop him again, or do you?
I mean, like
looks
last
what we're
time we
doing.
converted on 4th and long.
They're bringing out the punt team.
Punt team. So punt the ball here, get a stop, and hope that you can get the ball back with good time left on the board to drive again.
Yeah, so back to punt for the Wildcats is I believe that's Hudson Bill, yes it is. And it's going to take a Wildcat bounce as he picks it up and gets it. And he's off to the races. He's down the sideline to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, he
just found a hole and just kept going.
he fielded that. He bobbled it at the start, but then Jamon Busby, I mean, he was gone. He had blockers downfield, and there was not much to be done there.
Lebanon has a lot of speedy guys on their roster this year, guys.
Yeah, that was a straight shot down the left sideline, and the result is now 13 to 6. So that 2-point conversion starts to come back to haunt you because you couldn't convert it. Now you're potentially down 2 scores if you don't convert another 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and on to attempt the point after is Ramirez.
Last
Set, kick, and it's
Blocked.
going to be blocked by the Wildcats.
Great play. I mean, that was exactly what you needed to hopefully stop some of the momentum after that big punt return touchdown by Lebanon. So now that makes up for not converting the extra point or the 2-point conversion because now it is just a 1-score game still.
Yeah, 13 to 6 here with a little under 6 minutes to go here in this one. See what the Wildcats can do here. This game is not out of reach by any sense of means. It's just 1 score. It's a 1-score game.
And the offense looked pretty good this half. So hopefully they can
What
keep
really
driving.
matters is how we can finish the drive and how.
Well, right now I think you want to use as much time as possible. So just run after run, try to use all your downs, and then convert on third. Keep the ball moving and score with as little time as possible to prevent another game-winning drive by Lebanon.
Yeah,
But
the big thing is you can't get too complacent if you're Lebanon. Really, is you can't just settle with the score we have now because Wilson Central is too good. They'll just run over you if you let them.
Yep. But you also have to be careful with that's been all of Lebanon's point scoring. They have not scored a single point on offense. It's been all special teams. So you have to be careful because their blocking on special teams has been fantastic, and they have good speed. Right now, touchback.
Jimenez line drive kick that'll still in the back of the end zone. And Colby Scott will take over at the 25.
So yeah, right now you just want to. Do we have an update on the soccer game? Give us a moment. We'll have an update on the girls' soccer game going on about 2 football fields away from us.
Yeah, not that far from us. Just on the other side of the field house over there.
But right now we have 1st and 10.
And Scott is being chased. He's going to keep it himself, and he is going to be brought down for a loss.
Again, just that pocket collapsing so early. There's no time for him to get open. No time for any receivers to get open, and he just has to try to survive. I mean, at a certain point, your survival instincts kick in. So, girls soccer 1-1 still with 15 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second half. So, still a tie ball game.
As they are taking on Green Hill tonight, and as we mentioned earlier, volleyball is taking on Green Hill tonight. So.
A lot of Wilson Central sports teams in action tonight, but right now
We got freshman football. As we brought down there, and I don't see anybody. He's kind of slow to get up. I believe he's going to be okay though. Yeah, I believe they tried to hand it off and really just couldn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, there was no real holes to run through. He just kind of ran into a wall of humanity. Is the best way to describe it. So, 3rd and 12 now. Big play right here.
Gets the snap. Throws downfield. Pass is going to be
Intercepted.
by the Lebanon Blue Devils.
Man, that that ball took 2 or 3 bounces off of multiple players, and it just ended up right perfectly into the breadbasket of a
The coverage was definitely very
of a
tight.
waiting Lebanon player. That wasn't even the defensive back on him. I mean, that was a completely secondary defensive back, and it just fell into his hands. So, unfortunate turn of events for the Wilson Central Wildcats. I mean, not much you can do about that. There wasn't much separation, but again, the pocket was collapsing, and you just have to get the ball out of your hands fast.
Yeah, I mean, really, it was a good pass by Scott downfield, and it just like you said, deflected off the hands and ended up in the hands of the Lebanon Blue Devils, so they will take over on offense now.
Good field position too. So,
Yeah, the 45.
if you're Wilson Central, you desperately need to stop here because you're running out of time, and if they score it again, it looks to be a little bit out of reach.
And down the sideline he goes. He's going to be ran out of bounds there, as that was
Amari Manier again is having a fantastic game. I mean, they have some quick guys back there.
Definitely.
That's been the killer tonight. Is just once they get to the outside, and they find a lane to run down the sideline. I mean, they're gaining 10 yards minimum every time.
The thing with Lebanon so far is that they're getting many openings, like you said.
Yeah, I mean their line is blocking well, and it's making it pretty easy for the running backs.
Yeah, we'll see what Lebanon can do here on first down now. As pass is going to be up, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yep. Man, Carter McPeak is throwing off his back foot there. That was a pretty inaccurate pass. Not much on it.
Yeah, just not really comfortable with feeling. I feel like
That
he's
was
going to rush himself there a little bit. So.
Kind of a high fluttering ball. Fell probably 5 yards outside of the end zone. So no real danger there, but it looked pretty.
We'll see what Lebanon comes up with here, as it is second down now. As Lebanon set, gets the snap, hands it off, tries to run up the middle, tries
Nothing
to go back
there,
to the
loss
right.
of
He is
two.
going to go nowhere. Good stop by the Wildcat defense.
That was great pressure right when you need it to. I mean, it is now 3rd and long, so you need 2 more stops. Most.
Yeah, Michael Harris there, number 37 on the stop there for the Wildcats. And 3rd and 10, you need a big third down stop here.
Big 3rd down stop here because
Big
the
third
clock
down
is
stop.
running, so.
You got about 3 minutes to go here.
And there's no 2-minute warning in high school, so you only have three times to really stop the clock on your own behalf.
Yeah, Wildcats got to find a way to get a stop here, like you mentioned, and get the ball back and get down the field. Sends a wide out in motion. Jet sweep to the left, hands it off, cuts back to the middle. Still going, and he's going to be brought down at around the 10-yard line.
I think he just got that first down. I think he just got to the line to gain. So that, no, just short of the line to gain. Probably fourth and 1 or 2. Call it 4th and 3. So,
I definitely think Lebanon is probably going to go for it on this drive.
no, you're gonna kick the field goal, go up 2 scores, and potentially win. But they're coming out with their offense, so bold move here. You either win the game or you lose the game on this. I think.
It all comes down to Wildcat defense on this drive.
I believe we're going to have a timeout here. Take a quick one with them. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Wildcat football on the Wilson Central.
I watch the game, so without this, there's no.
Alongside by Noah Smart and Jamie Jameson, as we have a 4th down and 3 here for the Lebanon Blue Devils. As snap, jet sweep to the right, cuts back down the sideline, and he's going to go
Walk
in there
into it.
untouched. Virtually walked in there.
Had that whole right side of the field open. It was just you don't want to say a cakewalk into the end zone, but it doesn't get much easier than that.
Yeah. So that'll move the score to 19-6 now. As I believe they're going to have the point after attempt here. As they're going to bring out the field goal unit.
So now it not much you can do now with 2 minutes left in the game, but
It seems there has been a change. Like in the first half, our defense was really good, but then this half, our offense, but now our defense is
yep, just
like
Just kind of back and forth.
the swings of momentum. Kick up, good.
It's going to be good. Extend your score to 20-6 now with a minute 35 to go here
Well,
in the fourth.
that clock is still running. The official clock shows 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. Still not much of a difference when you're down by 14. You're down by 2 touchdowns with 2 minutes to go. There's not a ton you can do in the game of football with that much time.
Yeah, we'll see what they can draw up here. I mean, you got 2 minutes and 19 seconds to work with.
I'll say they'll have to throw the ball downfield, see
Well,
if they
I mean-
can get something going.
Even if you score here, you only have, 2 timeouts, and
But we did get that fumble recovery early on special teams. So
yes, but, I mean, right now, the game is ball security for anybody. And with this much time, there's just not a ton that can be done unless you return it here, recover the onside kick, and then maybe.
Jimenez kick is fielded by the Wildcats. And he's going to keep going, and he's going to be brought down at around the 45-yard line, around the 47.
All right, now you have 2 minutes and 16 seconds here, so you have to score right now as fast as possible, and then recover the onside kick. It's doable.
very doable with how our Wildcat offense is going right now.
It's just low probability play.
There are miracles in football, though.
Oh yeah, there's always been. But right now, it might just take one.
We'll see what the Wildcats can draw up here, guys. We'll see what they go with. Pass play, run play. I mean, the run's been working. I mean, Colby Scott's been able to scramble for a little bit tonight. We'll see what he comes up with.
Right now, on this first down, I feel like you take a medium or long pass to see if you can get something working.
Snap back. Goes in the pocket. Throws downfield.
It's a good
Pass
ball.
is going to be
Caught! Nope, he dropped it.
Oh, we dropped it.
That's
Not for a second, he held on to it, but I guess he.
yeah. When he hit the ground, that ball just popped out. There was not a ton of time between getting the ball in his hands and him hitting the deck pretty hard. So
Appeared for a second, at least up here, he had it, and I'm sure on the field they appeared he had it. He just kind of lost control of it.
yeah, I mean he knew he dropped it. He was not happy getting up.
He was stomping the ground and everything. He wasn't happy. Second down now. As Scott gets the snap, throws it out to the right, and DJ Settle. It's a few yards, about 2 or 3, give or take. And we got an injury timeout here, as we'll take a quick one, Willem.
Well, he got off the field on his own power, so we might keep going because I saw what happened. He just tweaked his ankle, but it looks like they're coming in, so maybe we will have a quick injury timeout.
We'll take a quick break. We're going where you're watching.
No, they're calling it back out, so not happening. They couldn't really decide what they wanted, so Central gets a quick water break and it's back out. 3rd and 8 here, so you need to convert here.
3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats. Scott gets the snap. Back to throw. Pass is caught and complete.
By number 36, so that is Carmelo Palueta.
Interesting name as we have a replay here.
I mean, he just went over top. I think that was the tight end, yeah. Good ball placement too. There was 3 Lebanon defenders around him, and he just put it on his back shoulder, where he was the only ball carrier or only player on the field that could have caught that pass. So
Right
Great.
over the middle here. Yeah.
great ball placement by Colby Scott. And now
His
Scott
accuracy is
back to
amazing.
throw. Pass is
Again.
complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds by, that was number 30, Ethan Raggle.
Another
Ragland, excuse me.
Another good play, but it's still just. Oh. There's an injured Wildcat on the sideline.
We'll slowly get up. We're going to take a quick break. He's trying to walk it off. The injured Blue Devil is number 4,
Connor Burchett.
Connor Burchett.
So he's hobbling off. He
He's
looks
kinda
fine.
hobbling. Yeah, I think he's okay. He's trying to signal the coach he's okay. He puts his helmet back on.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see him back out. He looked like he wanted to keep going.
Yeah.
With a minute 17 left, he's probably done for the night. Put some ice on it. It'll be fine tomorrow. But now we need to score quick and then score quick again if we can.
Scott gets the snap. Looks to throw. Nobody open. He'll take it himself. And he's going to keep going. And he lost the football, but I believe Wilson Central's going to pounce on it. As ball recovered by 29 DJ Settle.
Yeah, I think Colby Scott just kind of dropped it. He didn't really seem to get hit. He just kind
I
of
think he just kind of
lost the ball, but a good recovery from, I believe it was number 29. So DJ Settle, good recovery, good play recognition to realize the ball's on the ground and you need to get on it.
We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Wildcat football on the Wilson Central Sports Network. About a little ways up
In high school,
Wilson Central High School here at Wildcat Stadium as Colby Scott back to throw, passes downfield. Pass is going to be batted away, and we have a... And welcome back here to Wilson Central High School here at Wildcat Stadium as Colby Scott back to throw, passes downfield. Pass is going to be batted away, and we have a flag on the play there on the far side.
that looked like defensive pass interference, so that might not have been.
It appeared to be defensive pass interference.
Yeah, it looked like the Lebanon cornerback kind of pushed off. If we can get a replay, that would be nice. But
Yep, pass interference.
pass interference to the defense. So in high school, does that go 15 yards? Or does that go spot of the foul?
It'll go 15 yards.
Yep.
So my name is Ryan Judd. I'm joined alongside by Noah Smart and Jamie Jameson here tonight as bringing you freshman football, as we also have about a little ways over to our left is girls soccer against Green Hill, and as we mentioned earlier, girls volleyball also against Green Hill at Green Hill tonight.
So
A little bit of a busy night for
exactly 1 minute to go.
Wildcat sports teams.
Exactly 1 minute to go. You have to score here, then hope to get that onside kick.
And pass is going to be
Caught.
little shovel pass there, coming at the last second.
Nice little diving catch by number 84, Beckham Furman.
He's also having a good game today, guys. He had a couple of recoveries for some good game.
Right now, it feels like you want to run more hurry-up offense.
You got about 40 seconds to go here as Colby Scott gets the pass. Pass is going to be
Incomplete. But that also stops the clock, so
I would say the best plan right now for Wildcats is to get the ball and try to get out early in this game. So
you gotta take a shot right here, then you're gonna have very little time.
very little time, yes.
The clock heavily working against Wilson Central right now.
got about 30 seconds to work with here as Colby Scott formation. And back to throw, and it's going to be
Incomplete.
incomplete.
Very nearly intercepted. That went through the defensive back's hands.
Yeah, that could have gone either way right there. Could have
Oh.
been caught for touchdown. Or
We have an update on the girls soccer score. It looks like girls soccer is going to fall to Green Hill 3-1 with 20 seconds left in the second half. So that went from tied to not tied very fast. But I guess such is the nature of sports, right?
Yes.
Because at one point this game was a 1 point game, and now it's
It just goes to show
It's
that
not.
anything can happen, you know?
yep.
Scott with the snap. Pass downfield to the far left. Breaks a tackle, makes a man miss, and is brought down. Somebody's helmet came off. He'll have to come out for a play.
Timeout Central, so now you have 16 seconds. The clock is very heavily working against you right. 7. It offsets.
Wildcats come back out of the huddle here. They got about 16 seconds to work with, guys. We'll see. So we'll see what the Wildcats can do here. Hopefully they can punch one in here before the end of the night. Snap. Scott back. Rolls to his right. Sees a man open. Pass is going to be
Incomplete.
I
Intercepted,
believe
but
it's
outside.
intercepted, but it was out of bounds.
So yeah, that was just kind of a thrown away ball, and now with 9 seconds left, it's not looking like it's comeback season. It does not look like comeback season today.
Definitely not, Noah. If I do say so myself.
But I mean, there were some promising signs. It's looked promising signs. It's looked
Seconds on the clock. I don't really see it happen. Noah.
but it's looked better. Again, we have to reiterate, it has looked better. There's been signs of life, but here we go for probably one more.
And
Can we
loose ball. Scott's just going to kick himself, and he's going to be brought down. I believe that'll do it for the Wildcats. So as they shake hands here, guys,